A very cheerful good morning to everyone. Hope you are doing good. Welcome to the computer class. Children, this is the solution of the fun activity given to you in the last video. We discussed about the working of a computer in three basic steps, that is input, process, and output, where I is for input, P is for process, and O is for output. It is also known as IPO cycle. Input is a way of communication with a computer. We enter data and instructions into the computer as input. Process means working on the data according to the given instructions. Output is the final result or information. To understand input, process, and output, let's see a simple example. When your mother prepares a glass of banana shake for you, how does she go about it? Step number 1, input. She takes bananas, milk, sugar, and mixer. Then she puts peeled bananas, milk, sugar into the mixer. This is called input. Now, step number 2, process. She switches on the mixer. The blades of the mixer rotate and mix all the items thoroughly. This is called process. Step number 3, output. Finally, a delicious banana shake comes out of the mixer and ready for drinking. This is called output. To understand IPO cycle, let's take example of our body. When a teacher asks us a question, we hear with our ears and see with our eyes. The ears and eyes are input units. Our brain stores everything that a teacher says. It thinks of an answer and orders us to speak. In this way, the brain works like a processing unit. We answer with our mouth. It works like an output unit. Similarly, to do any work on the computer, you have to follow these three steps: input, process, and output. The parts of a computer are divided into input devices like keyboard and mouse, through which we enter the data and instructions into the computer. Processing device like CPU, which has a memory and where the data and instructions are processed. And output devices like monitor and printer, which are used to give the output or result or information. In other words, in a computer, we enter the data and instructions. It is called input. We input data using the keyboard and mouse. Working on the data is done by the CPU. The CPU does all the thinking and calculations. It is called processing. When the CPU finishes the processing of the data, it is called output. Output is displayed on the monitor. Output means the final result or information. Monitor and printer are the most common output devices. Now let's understand the working of a computer with an example. To add two numbers 2 and 5, step 1 is input. Here 2 and 5 are the data and plus is an instruction. Next step is process 2 plus 5. Now CPU will work on the data 2 and 5 according to the given instruction plus. That is, it will add the numbers 2 and 5 and finally it will give the output, that is 7. I hope you all have understood the working of a computer. Now it's time for fun activity. All of you, please open your computer book and turn to page number 30. Complete the following activity in your book using the hints given below. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.